Hello, I'm Kulwant Kaur. Before we come to the topic, I would like to tell you about our essay course. We have a personalized guidance course on essay writing where we provide one-to-one feedback. To check more details, you can click on the link below and see our website, check out our website, or you can contact us on our phone number, both of which you will find in the description box. Okay? So coming to the topic of the day, the topic says, true wellness eludes those who suffer morally, for the soul afflictions tarnish the peace within. Now, when we talk about this, you've seen my essays earlier also, I normally say we should start with the keywords. But even if we start in whichever way, we need to understand the entire impact of the keywords. So now, why did they say true wellness? What do we understand with true wellness? True wellness, it means, true wellness means holistic. Holistic wellness. See, if you are physically not well, you are going to be mentally upset. Endurance, I say, for example, is a test. Because of your physical health, you get upset earlier. If you're alright physically, then you take in so much, you are able to take in nonsense at times from people. Right? So, your physical and mental health are related. Similarly, if you've done something wrong, or you think somebody has seen you doing something wrong, or you know somebody else has done something wrong, whatever it be, but you know about it, either you want to tell or not tell, or the dilemma whether I tell or not tell, whether I inform, will it be cheating, not telling will be cowardice, whatever it be the case, right? You've seen somebody taking bribe, for example, to tell or not to tell. So those type of dilemmas are going to upset you, and you're not going to sleep well. If you don't sleep well, you won't be physically well, and again, so it'll impact true wellness. So everything is holistic. In fact, I was surprised to see that even I've written over here, wellness could be physical, mental. So mental wellness, and nowadays whenever we talk about mental wellness, we talk about EQ and IQ. So this also, intelligence quotient is there, but EQ, emotional quotient, is so important. How you behave with others. In fact, all these emotional quotients come in what we would say life skills. How you behave with others. And this is the quality sought in all business spaces. You have to get along with people. You cannot be just right and you left alone. There was a movie, Satyakam, Dharmendra's. Just because he was so right and so straight, he was thrown out of all business houses. Wherever he worked, he was taken out. So you have to get along with people. You have to be right and get along with people. Emotionally, you feel good when you're accepted by people. But then you should not do something that is morally wrong just to get accepted. Like the teenagers we do, just to be accepted, you will just give in to your friends. Otherwise, you don't want to be left out from them. Emotional, social. Being able to be comfortable in a social gathering. Or you are aloof, all alone. So those things are not very proper. You won't feel very nice ultimately. You feel nice when you walk in a party and everybody is nice to you, feel good about it, right? You feel socially accepted, you feel nice about it. And if you're missed, they say, oh, you were not there, so it felt very nice. You were not there, we missed you. The party was dull without you. So social acceptance is very nice. Otherwise, it is thank God he's not there. It's a way ahead. So that thing should not be there, right? Spiritual. Now, spiritual here and moral here. Suffer morally. Morally is a very tricky word. It is not only for the religious people, it could be anybody could have morals. Morals are values by which you live in. You have a paper of ethics, right? What you think right, what For you, you are non-negotiable. You will not negotiate on these qualities. So those sort of things. What are your morals? This is a very individualized thing. What might be right for another person might not be right for the other person. For example, if you are a veg, non-veg, nothing wrong morally in having non-veg if your religion does not prohibit you, or you feel it's okay with you to have it. But other one will not, will feel that they've sinned, even if somebody gives them by in a way that he does not come to know. But that person will feel so sick and so upset about it, right? He'll just puke it out. Morally. For the soul's afflictions tarnish the peace within. So when you are not morally comfortable, then you are so upset that there is no peace. You are not able to sleep. They say the best pillow to sleep is a clear conscience. Now that's very similar to this, right? If you have a clear conscience, you'll be able to sleep well. Clear conscience, when will you have? When you do not have dilemmas of I've done wrong to somebody, or how should I cheat, how should I, it is neither that you want to do vindictive, you don't want to be vindictive to anybody, and you're not on the fault finding mission at how can I always gimme, right? But you're at peace with yourself, let live, and it's okay. And still it is not just given, it is to fight for your rights and make a better world. So that is what, like if being in place of power and you take no action, that will be morally wrong. Morally wrong for the deprived people, for the lesser privileged people. So we need to understand that. So we are talking about true wellness eludes those who suffer morally, for the soul's afflictions tarnish the peace within. If you feel you have done something wrong, who suffer morally? Now moral, I said, is a very personalized thing. If you suffer morally, then in that case what happens? You will not have peace within. If you feel that is wrong, right? So how does one approach this essay? We've understood this essay, but how do we put it? So, same way, in the first paragraph, you're going to tell them what you're going to write. You're going to tell the examiner what you're going to write. You're going to tell the examiner, I have understood the statement. So you're going to tell this briefly, that true wellness means entire wellness, all aspects of wellness. And that wellness will not come if I feel I have done something wrong or I am wronged. You're vengeful or you want to take revenge, whatever it be. So, you see all the psychopaths and all, fanatics for example. So all these things we can touch upon them in our essay. The psychopaths, the fanatics, they feel they're morally right. They feel they've been wronged and they have to create justice, whatever it be. But soul's afflictions tarnish the peace within. But somewhere, the person who wants to do, for example, a fanatic, he gets peace after he's done it. Even if he becomes a suicide bomber, he will get peace. Why? Because his morals tell him that is the right thing. Got it? Why I'm saying it's very personalized. So these are the things we're going to say, that key words in the first sentence, you're going to understand what is true wellness, that everything impacts. Here I put it in the, just as a footnote. Wellness, it's all interdependent. See, for example, if I am not financially well, if I am on the other side or below poverty level, just for example, I have no intention that they are all bad, but then what I'm saying is, or you have money but you still want more, you're greedy for more, let's put it like that, let's not touch any class as such, but you want more, then in that case what will happen? You will think of ways of how you can get more. You will try to bribe somebody to get higher permissions or whatever it is. When you do certain things, just because of financial, there were problems, you wanted more money, and that is why you get into those sort of things. And then you get morally upset. They are morally wrong. Whatever you do. Right? And all this happens, why? Because of dissatisfaction somewhere. So basically, true wellness allows us to suffer morally. You will not suffer morally. When will you not suffer morally? When you are satisfied with yourself. You want growth, you want but you take the right path. Satisfied, and you know, you are clear in your mind, your righteousness, and you're righteous, and you're right. I shouldn't say you're right, I should say you have the path of righteousness. Again, righteousness is a very personalized thing. Right. So, this is what we will say. So, this is how you can write essay of 1200 words. So the first paragraph, you have to tell the examiner that you know what the topic is and you understood the entire impact, that how when we are not at peace with ourselves, we will not have true wellness. If you're not at peace, you're not going to sleep well, you're not going to be truly happy. It's going to affect you. Physically, mentally, everywhere it's going to affect you. And if you're not physically well, you're not able to perform well in your workplace, it'll impact you financially also. So that is what we have to say. Then we can say that what is moral is different for different people. I said that earlier also, but the second paragraph and later you can talk about this also, how it is different. For example, see, this has always been a debate, development and conservation. You might want to set up more industries, but the tribal area goes or the green area goes. You're unfair to the animal world or the birds and all. We're taking away their habitat. So these things. Now, killing or shooting in self-defense. As a soldier, they are martyrs and they fight, while otherwise it is not allowed. You cannot take judgment or anybody's life. So it is all circumstantial, depends on where and what is your role in life. So these things, a soldier may be morally affected if he is not able to shoot. In fact, there is another movie on that. Abhishek Bachchan is not able to shoot at that time. Otherwise, not shooting is a good thing, but then at that time he is not able to shoot, that's morally wrong. Right? So this is how you can write your essays in many ways, and of course everyone will have a different way. And see, there are certain things, an essay must be diversified enough, and at the same time it should have some contrary statement also. For example, Swami Vivekananda, he died at the age of 34. He had 31 ailments, I think, if I'm not wrong. 31 ailments. Now, what did he do which was morally incorrect? Oh my God, I revere him so much. He is the true leader I look up to. I like to read about him and learn so much from him, and so practical, such a practical person. He says a religion on the football ground. So whatever you do it with a purpose, do it with intention, and that is religion. And he is revered all over the world. How could he be anything? Why did he have to suffer ill health? But he had 31 ailments. Imagine. So though the statement says that with the peace within, but at times that is not true. I'm sure he had peace within. But what happens when there is peace within, and still it eludes your true wellness, as in the case of Swami Vivekananda, then what would you do? You could only then put it to karma. Some things which are unexplicable, we put it to karma. So I would say, when you say such a thing, it is good for you. In the sense, your examiner wants you to give your viewpoint. That's very important. You have your own viewpoint. You can It is not that what is said to you, go by that diktat completely, but you are bold enough to suggest there is a variance there, there's an exception to this also, and you bring it up. So that shows your smartness, and it provides a variety and maybe a difference which will get you higher marks in the exam. So be brave enough to think of exceptions also when you write your essay. So that will help you to get better marks. That's very important. It has to stand out from the rest. Okay, so this is what I have to offer in this essay, and see you in the next essay. And do not forget, you can check in the description box the link to join our essay course. All the best. God bless you.